Got the ladies in the house, come and see just what they into. Every Wednesday at 8, and don't you be late. We gon' keep it simple here at Girl Talk. These beautiful queens talking anything and hosted by Prez. Girl Talk. So when the ladies sit with you, it's time to listen to what they have to say. Girl Talk. These beautiful queens talking anything and hosted by Prez. Girl Talk. So when the ladies sit with you, it's time to listen to what they have to say. Girl Talk. Got the ladies in the house, come and see just what they into. Every Wednesday at 8, and don't you be late. We gon' keep it simple here at Girl Talk. These beautiful queens talking anything and hosted by Prez. Girl Talk. So when the ladies sit with you, it's time to listen to what they have to say. Girl Talk. These beautiful queens talking anything and hosted by Prez. Girl Talk. So when the ladies sit with you, it's time to listen to what they have to say. Girl Talk. Got the ladies in the house, come and see just what they into. Every Wednesday at 8, and don't you be late. We gon' keep it simple here at Girl Talk. These beautiful queens talking anything and hosted by Prez. Girl Talk. So when the ladies sit with you, it's time to listen to what they have to say. Girl Talk. These beautiful queens talking anything and hosted by Prez. Girl Talk. So when the ladies sit with you, it's time to listen to what they have to say. Girl Talk. Got the ladies in the house, come and see just what they into. Every Wednesday at 8, and don't you be late. We gon' keep it simple here at Girl Talk. These beautiful queens talking anything and hosted by Prez. Girl Talk. So when the ladies sit with you, it's time to listen to what they have to say. Girl Talk. These beautiful queens talking anything and hosted by Prez. Girl Talk. So when the ladies sit with you, it's time to listen to what they have to say. Girl Talk. Got the ladies in the house, come and see just what they into. Every Wednesday at 8, and don't you be late. We gon' keep it simple here at Girl Talk. These beautiful queens talking anything and hosted by Prez. you wanna get your body right, that's presidential fitness. Wanna get your booty tight, that's presidential fitness. And the star is born with the unicorn at Presidential Fitness.
That's right, Presidential Fitness, where they offer men's and women's fitness classes, jiu-jitsu, youth classes, and even high-intensity workouts. So if you need to get your body right, come see us at Presidential Fitness, located at 4179 West Jefferson.
If you wanna get your body right, that's Presidential Fitness. Wanna get your booty tight, that's Presidential Fitness. And the star is born with the unicorn at Presidential Fitness and Female Emporium.
Oh, come on, Coach. What's up, man?
What up is me, Prez, and guess what? You just stumbled upon a real name. Ah, damn it. I messed it up. What up is me, Prez, and guess what? You just stumbled upon Girl Talk. So, of course, we got an awesome show for today. But before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You know, do all the stuff that this content creators actually do that you never do. But if you don't want to do that, guess what? There's always other ways to support. There's a cash app scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Go ahead and send me like $5. Say, Prez, you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Okay. So, of course, I stay with a co-host. I got my beautiful co-host, Minda in the house.
Hello.
Heather's not here right now. Shout out to Heather. Okay. She's without vehicle right now. With bad crash. But we'll see her next week. Don't be too sad. So, we got an interesting topic, and we got some great guests today. All right. So, before we get that, let me show you the topic. It is called Surviving Silence: Real Talk on Sexual Assaults, Myths, Healing, and Hope with survivors and advocates. Okay. So, I know I got a Springfield mouth. Words don't come out and fall like they should. But let's get to it. Okay, so we have our guests here. Hold on. And so shout out to the guests. We have Stephanie and we have, Nicole. It was Coco earlier. Okay, we got Stephanie and Nicole on today. All right. So Stephanie and Nicole are counselors for sexual assaults. I didn't put up my thumbnail with information on. If you are a person who needs help, I got numbers. I'll put them in the comments. I'll put them in the description. Okay, so let's just jump it off. Stephanie, what do you do?
Well, I was in domestic violence for 9.5 years, and then I got into sexual assault, and I was doing counseling.
What made you get into a field
that line of work? Yeah, no, it's a dark side of social work. Well, I was in college, and I needed an internship to get my degree, and my professor thought I'd be perfect. He was like, "You're a people person," and I was like, "Yeah, I don't really want to deal with that dark stuff." But I went in and got an internship and really fell in love with it, the people. I was going through something similar in my life and was trying to get away from it. And so the job really helped me to escape my dangerous situation. And then I was able to take my experience and pass it on to others and help them through their healing journey. And then, yeah.
Well, I thought you were going to tell me you went to college and went to go do that in your teacher essayed you or something like that.
Pretty much. Yeah.
No, for real? Oh,
it was the teacher. Yes. So he saw me come to class with the bruises, and he knew there was something going on in my home life. And I told him,
do it.
No.
I thought you were saying he did it.
I thought the teacher did it.
No, I did.
Why did you evidence?
Oh my gosh, I have horrible storytelling. No. I was in college. I would come to class. He would see the bruises. He knew something was up, and I was like, "Mind your business." And he was like, "No, I think you'd be perfect for this." And I was like, "Whatever." And it was the last internship, so if I didn't take it, I wouldn't have been able to graduate on time. So I did the internship, and it led to 9.5 years in domestic violence, and then I switched to sexual assault.
Coco, I mean Nicole.
Coco, Coley, Nicole, it's fine.
I'll practice calling you Coco for the last 30 minutes. Okay. But Nicole, so we don't confuse the guests. Nicole, tell me, what do you do? And what do you do?
So I work for the Coalition Against Sexual Assault here in Illinois, and I ensure that the certified rape crisis centers throughout Illinois are receiving the funding to continue the direct service to survivors and family members of survivors.
Awesome. How do you? What made you get into that?
Well, I knew that I couldn't do direct service, and so I thought like therapy was kind of the only way, and I didn't think that I was ready to do that, being a sexual assault survivor myself as a child. So I looked for something else that I could do, and once I got my bachelor's degree and got into accounting and business management, I wanted to go into do something that was meaningful, and I came upon ICASA, and yeah, I applied and got it, luckily. And so I still feel like I'm assisting with survivors without the vicarious trauma.
Right. Without being on the front lines.
Yes.
I'm more on the front lines.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. ICASA, that is the Illinois Coalition Against Sexual Assault. I have their mission statement here. It's a not-for-profit. Their vision is a world in which no one gets sexual violence upon themselves, on them. See, I need to stop I like to paraphrase. Let me just read the shit. Okay, so the mission unites services and resources of crisis centers and rape and crisis centers. We can't say rape online, but we're gonna say it tonight because we specific. Okay, so I'm gonna start over. The mission unites services and resources of rape crisis centers statewide and alleviate the suffering of sexual assault survivors and build safe communities through prevention, education, and 24-hour crisis intervention, crisis counseling, and advocacy. Originally formed as the Illinois Coalition Against Women Abuse and Rape, it was renamed in 1984. It should be, because I'm a victim of sexual assault, okay? So it shouldn't just be for women.
That was changed. That's why it was changed.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's what's not misogynist, misandrous right there, okay? Please. Let us in. I'm joking, okay? So, we joke on this show. I'm gonna try to keep the essay jokes to a minimum. I ain't got no essay jokes for real, but yeah. So Stephanie, you were you worked at where'd you work at previous?
Either one.
Sojourn?
No, you can't remember.
I was talking about Sojourn.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted you to say the name. That's all.
Yeah, no, Sojourn. Correct. Yeah, it was Sojourn.
Okay.
Domestic violence shelter here located in Springfield, Illinois.
Yes. Sojourn provides shelter and comprehensive services to victims, survivors, and domestic violence, adults and children, regardless gender or sexuality. Found in 1975 and in Springfield is the headquarters. It serves a multi-county central Illinois region. Services include a transitional shelter, a 24-hour hotline for crisis counseling, individual and group counseling, community referrals, advocacy, and empowered-based trauma-informed support for help for survivors. Right. All right. Do you get a lot of Coco? Do you see a lot of men coming through your doors?
So we're not a direct service location, so we're just like the admin office.
Okay.
But
from my experience, men are far and few. The statistics are highly underrated. A lot more men, I feel like, are shameful and don't want to come out about whether they're either domestic violence or sexual assault victim. So, but they do exist.
Yes. I will say running the numbers.
What was that?
I was going to say running the demographic numbers across the centers. There are men that come in for sure, but it is still like a myth that men don't have that happen to them, or that, again, like Stephanie said, that shyness, or not shyness, but the shame. And yeah,
I'm gonna say I know at least 2 other guys that was sexually assaulted. As younger people, as children. I guess it was children. You know what I mean? And my reason for telling wasn't really shame. It just was like, who really cares for real? That's how I felt at the time. You know what I mean? I knew my mom would care. But I also didn't want my mom to be upset or sad or mad. You know what I mean? That happened to me, and it didn't just happen once.
Well, and as a parent, I was gonna say, as a parent, a lot of parents take blame. They blame themselves for allowing it to happen to their kid, even though it was not their fault. So parents do take on a big part of the shame.
And and it's a lot of manipulation that goes in with that as well. So I know, like, that was a lot with me too.
Yeah, because we're both child sexual assault survivors.
Yeah, so like my mom being happy, why would I say anything? She's happy and she's getting what she wants, and I also didn't want it to happen to my my younger sisters. So it was like that too. That's why I was like, there's a lot of manipulation, I feel like.
You wanted to protect.
Yeah.
And with me, it was more kind of like happening to me and other family members in the family. And it was the same concept. It was like, well, I don't really know who it's all happening to, so I don't want to say anything, so I'm gonna be quiet. Versus I had a cousin who like came on out and was like from the get-go. And I wish I was as brave as her, but I wasn't. I was scared. I was young. I was manipulated. I was told, if you say something, this is going to happen, and blah, blah, blah. And so I kept the silence. And silence is what really destroys sexual assault world. It's what really amps it up. It's how they control you. And I was silent.
Silence against everybody.
Yeah.
Like people who know and don't say anything. I would definitely say
that's a big issue. And so like I was 10 when I finally came out, and it was with dreams. I didn't tell my mother directly. She came in one night and I was having a nightmare, and she put 2 and 2 together. And that's when I told her.
Wow. It happened a few times to me. And I'm gonna say the worst time it was, I did get a threat at the end. You know what I mean? She was an older lady. Actually, she was my mom's friend. Actually, I got another stat here that says most sexual assaults are committed by someone that knows the victim, not a stranger. Okay, so this was my mom's friend, and I just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And at the end of it, I was trying to leave, and she wouldn't let me leave. Like literally, stop me. I was there for the rest of the night. You know what I mean? So, and the whole time how she kept me there is like how she got me there to stay there at first is like, I'm gonna tell you, I should call your mom right now. And I'm like, oh damn, don't call my mom. You know what I mean? Sure, yeah. And it went on from there. I might tell the story. I don't know. I done told it a couple times. It's not really trauma for me. It's just something that happened for real. I don't know. It might be some trauma. I might be fucked up. I don't know.
We all might be a little.
I will say I'm an open door. Like I've gone through it the process of like working through it, because I will say
I have too.
It's never, a get over it situation, or that was so long ago situation.
It's how you get through
definitely
it.
is doing the things that are needed for you, not for everybody, but for you to heal. And so now I can talk about it. Hi, Deb.
Hi, Deb.
Thanks for tuning in.
Now I'm really gonna be confused. She's
Deborah, you don't see other people here? Jeez, I'm just saying. My goodness. Okay, shit. Okay, but Minda, do you have you had any experience with SA?
Yeah.
Would you like to?
The first one was an uncle that my parents were staying with us while he was trying to get back on his feet.
Uncle, blood uncle.
He was married to my aunt.
Okay, all right. One of them uncles. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
And whenever I did go to my parents and they confronted him and my aunt, they all ended up blaming me.
Wow. A lot of times the family don't want to have that stigma on the family, so they blame the
victim.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So must have been your fault. It didn't happen. You know what I mean? Shit, or something like that.
You made him want to do it.
Wow, that's what I'm saying. You made him want to do that. That's crazy. Just for entertainment purposes, I'll go over my story. You can laugh at mine. I don't care. Okay, but so I know y'all probably not, but let's see if I can make y'all laugh at my sexual assault. All right.
Okay.
My bad. I got weird jokes. Okay, but still. So
people process it different ways.
Yeah. I'm traumatized. Okay, just say
Comedy can sometimes be a good coping mechanism.
Trauma definitely brings out the comedy in people. It's crazy.
And comedy is also a good coping
release
coping mechanism.
It's just my jokes, not me.
Well, I am fucked up.
No, we're just saying using comedy to heal is a good way. It's a good way to heal.
Well, and I'm pretty sure this might sound familiar to y'all, like how it goes down. Okay, so what happened was I was over my cousin's house, and it was a apartment building. My mother's friend stayed right across the hallway, and she came over there one day and said, "Hey, I need help moving the couch." Really, I think it was 3 boys there. I think any one of us was up for a good raping that day. I'm just saying. So,
How old were you?
I was 13.
Okay.
And 14. 14. It was after. No, I was 14. Okay. So, she came over and said she needed help moving the couch. You know, I'm strong Carl. My name was Carl at the time. I was Prez too, but I was Carl at the time. So strong Carl. I need somebody to help me move my couch. I'll help you with it. Okay, come over in like 5 minutes. So, okay, came over like 5 minutes, and I go to the door. I twist the doorknob. Doorknob just come on. The door swing open. I'm like, why that just break like that? So I say hello. You know what I mean? She said, "Oh, come on in." I said, "Well, your doorknob just fell off." She said, "Did you break my door?" I said, "I didn't break the door. It just came off." You know, well, just shut the door and put the doorknob on the TV. So that's what I did. She yelling from the bathroom. You know what I mean? She said, "I'm in the shower. Just sit on. It's some candy on the table. Why don't you help yourself?" And I said, "No problem." So she got a table. It literally got candy out. Okay, so it was Kit Kats. You know what I mean? So I like me some Kit Kats. And I'm looking at this couch. It's a whole section. I'm like, I don't know where we're supposed to. I'm gonna need some help with this couch. I thought it was just a regular couch. It's a whole section. But I mean, I'm 14 eating mad chocolates. Okay, just sitting on the couch. She yelled out, "Hey, there's some more candy in the bowl in my room on the TV. So you can get some of that candy." I said, "Okay, you know." So I go to a room So to pass a room, I gotta pass the bathroom. You know what I mean? So, and the bathroom door was open. She was taking a shower. I didn't really notice it. I know the layout of the house. I know this is the bathroom, this is the room. So go straight to the room. Went to the room, and I get to the room, and it's a porno playing on the TV. So, I'm eating Snickers and watching the porno real quick. I'm just catching. I'm walking out, but I'm looking at it at the same time. You know what I mean? So as I'm walking out,
I mean, you're 13, 14,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm walking out, and it didn't even hit me just yet. Like, oh, why she wearing? Why is the porno on the TV? Okay, it's a porno on the TV. Back then, I was watching porn now. You know what I mean? So it was kind of normal to see a porn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm walking out, and as I'm walking out, her room, the bathroom door open, and in the reflection of the mirror, I can just see her soaping up some big old titties. She just she in the shower, she's soaping up some big titties. So I like stop for a second. I see some titties. Okay, so I stop for a second, and like she said, oh, like she did like that. I said, oh shit, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So I start to run out the house. And she said, oh, you better not leave. I'm gonna call your mom. I said, oh shit, you gonna call my mom? Like, so I saw some titties. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? That's how I felt. You know what I mean? I didn't mean to look. You got the bathroom door open. You know. She said, go in my room and sit on the bed. We gotta talk. I'm like, damn. I said, what I do? You know what I mean? So I go in, sit on the bed, and she come out, and she wearing a towel that's too little. You wear the towel you dry off with, right? It's a big towel, right? It's the second towel underneath that, whatever that towel is. You know what I'm talking about?
Hand towel.
It was almost a hand towel, yeah. You know what I mean? Shit. So, like, it was really around her, and it was just like right there. It was just right there, just above the spot, and just covering some boobs. We got Jessica in the house. So she said, boy, what you watching me take a shower? I said, I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean, like, I'm really apologetic. You know what I mean? Standing here in front of me in a towel, I wasn't thinking about any of that. I'm really sorry, because I'm a good boy. I'm actually a good kid. I don't want to, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. You know what I mean? And then she said, well, listen, this is 100% exactly what happened. I said, I'm so sorry. Well, she said, so now I got to suck your dick. I'm like, well, shit. Do you? Like that's what in my head, like, do you? And then, like, she just proceeded to do it. You know what I mean? So I was like, and I'm at the time, I might have grew an inch since then. Everybody thought I was like 6'5", 6'6", you know what I mean? So same height, freshman football starter. I'm like 180 pounds. I'm still a big boy, you know what I mean? Shit. So I didn't want to hurt her or nothing like that. So I'm just letting her do what she's doing, you know what I mean? So, and mind you, I only had sex one other time before this. Only one time. Not with one I was right there too, but one other time before this. So I'm not even. Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I was right then too. Okay, so back to this story though. Like that's where I'm like, wait, what?
It's the most predatory one. Okay, shit. I was,
it is.
No lie. I was raped 4 or maybe 5 times. The fifth one, you could. I kind of wanted it, but I was still 16. She was 25. So
but time out. Even if you said yes every single freaking time, these were grown ass adults. You were still a child, right?
Yeah.
So even if you walked in and was like, I see titties, I see this, I see that, like, yes, let's go. You're still a grown ass adult. Because it's like you are making the choice for him.
I agree with that. I mean, that's why I said 4 or 5. Okay, shit. I was kind of down with the last one. You know, I've already been raped a couple times. What's one more? Okay, so look, I got her.
I tried so hard. I tried so hard.
So it's happening. You know what I mean? She doing what she doing, and too much information coming right here. Like I never came off head, and I think this is the reason why. You know what I mean? Because like I think she just wanted to. At first I think she just wanted like, damn. I really don't. Okay. I'm trying not to talk. We're talking about essays, so I'm not trying to be so graphic, but I talk graphic. Okay, so I'm gonna just talk how I talk, just to let y'all know. So viewer discretion.
I've been on the front lines. I've heard worse things.
I think as a grown man now, I think she just felt like sucking some dick that day. Girls like to suck dick sometimes. You know what I mean? So she just wanted to suck some dick.
But as an adult, she should have done it with an adult, not a child.
That is true. She liked little boy dick.
That's
You know what I mean? So
that manipulation, that power and control tactic.
This is true. So as she was doing this to me, she was going to get ice, Winter Fresh, Big Red. She was putting syrup.
Grown ass
The
woman.
most. She was doing the most. You know what I mean? Shit. And I've never even gotten head before. This is my first time really getting some head before. So it was really intense. You know what I mean? Shit. But I wasn't coming though. You know what I mean? Shit. I really wasn't there for real. You know what I mean? So so then she said, so she was like, well, why aren't you coming? I said, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. And then she said, well, now you gotta fuck me. So, and I kind of protested. She said, okay, well, I can tell your mom what you did too. You know what I mean? But Holly in the house, she said, I tried to tell him, I'm sure he's not the only one she did this to.
Oh, probably not. Most
Probably not. Most
predators have more than one.
My dad actually a month or two before this happened told me, he said, hey boy, don't ever be in the same room with this lady. Don't ever be in the same room by yourself with this lady. I never, I'm like, okay, Dad. Like, it's just out of nowhere too, you know what I mean? Shit. And so I was warned. I was warned, you know what I mean? Shit. But I didn't know what he meant though, you know what I mean? Shit. So we proceeded to do it. I ain't give you the whole details. There's some funny details in there, I guess. You know what I mean? That's funny how I say it. You know what I mean? Shit.
Okay. However you have to deal. However you have to deal.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna say it. So I'm on the bed. She on the floor doing her thing. She said, "Well, now you gotta fuck." That's exactly what she said. And she just turned around. So, and this one, I'm gonna say. This is my mom's friend. She's younger than my mom's friend. So this lady probably like 27, 28 at the time. 30 tops. You know what I mean? I'm like 13. Yeah. So my mom had me at 16. So 17. My mom had me at 17. So she turned around. She on the floor. She turned around. There's this big old butt in front of me now. And she said, go and hit it from the back. I'm like, hit it from the back? I'm like, I never did nothing like that before. So I just hop on and do what I see in the video. You know what I mean? Shit. So I'm gonna say this joke and then I'm gonna end it because this is just funny to me. So I hop behind it. I'm going to town. I'm thinking I'm doing something. Her butt was so big. This is a big lady. This is a big booty lady. I'm gonna say she was decent back there. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why she was messing with little boys. She could have got all the guys. You know what I mean? But I'm back there doing my thing. She said, "Hold on, stop." So she told me to stop because I was doing her butt cheek, like in between her butt cheeks. I wasn't in no vagina. I was just in between. Look, they laughing at my grape. They laughing at my grape. Okay, look at that.
I'm laughing at your ass.
I'm joking. It's supposed to be funny. I'm trying to make it funny. Okay, shit. So I was just humping butt cheeks. She ended up putting me where I'm supposed to be, and then proceeded to have sex with me all night. I had a track meet the next morning. I remember that. It was like that's how fucked up it was. I had a track meet the next morning. So she finally get done with it. I'm talking about, I know I lost 20 pounds in sweat. Okay, she got me doing the most. And when I was done, I was like, okay, well, I gotta get home now. You know what I mean? She said, nah, you ain't gonna just hit it and leave. You gonna stay with me tonight. And proceeded to, like, I was against the wall and she was against me. I'm talking about double D titties, big legs. She was like, this is almost as tall as me. You know what I mean? She wasn't no little thing. You know what I mean? So, and I'm butt naked, cold all night. She on top of me, butt naked, like arm on me, leg on me, like I can't move, but shoved up against the wall. I'm talking about she all night in my ear. I'm like this. I'm like, God damn. So once I saw light come through the window, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, I got a track meet to get to in the morning. So this morning, so she ended up talking about giving me a big kiss goodbye. Okay, baby, see you later. I love you. So I'm like, oh shit, you know what I mean? So I walk out, and when I'm walking out, my cousin walking out. He's like, because he got to get to the track meet. You know what I mean? So he said, where you been? I thought you walked home or something. I'm like, no, I've been trapped all night in there. And then I proceeded to lose every race that day. You know, every race, I'm talking about, this was an easy track meet. This was easy medals. I lost all my races. I'm talking about, I couldn't do nothing. I tried. I actually was trying. You know what I mean? So she fucked the track out of me that night, I guess. So there it is. That was raping number 2. So that's what happened there. So with that being
thanks
said,
for sharing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say thanks for sharing because not a lot of guys can do that.
Mm-hmm. Was there any patterns in there that you heard before?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the candy,
yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
candy. That's a big one.
Debating.
Especially-
I was gonna say debating. Like, oh, come inside.
I'm gonna
sit
the
down.
threats. I'm gonna
There's
tell your mama.
candy.
I got
Yeah.
told. I'm gonna tell your
Oh,
mama.
come upstairs. There's more up here. Like,
I got
she
told,
knew
like,
exactly what she was
doing. And the thing is you were saying that, I don't know how come she wasn't messing with older guys because she could have got him.
That's a myth, though, too.
That's her mental state. She's attracted to children for a reason. Like, it's not like you were just there and she couldn't get it from men. She doesn't want it from men. She prefers a child. That's what turns her on.
And that like struck a nerve with me because like that's one of the myths that we teach, and like it's what like it's not like
It's the way their brain is programmed.
but it's
to be
not
attracted
like,
to children.
But like a lot of people think like he's a star, she's a star. Like, why would she need to do this to this person? Like, she's beautiful, he's gorgeous. Like, why would you? Why would they need? Yeah, like, why would they need to do this? Like, I don't believe the victim or survivor. Like, I don't believe them because, like, look at them. They could get anybody. Why would they need to do that? And it's not a need to do it. It's a control mechanism.
It's a mental
and
thing.
it's a fucked up mental thing. Like, yeah, they need to have that control over somebody, and it's to them it's like easy, you know, it's an easy target. It's a lot of grooming too. Like, that wasn't her first time, you could tell.
Okay. Yeah,
probably ain't her last.
She had the candy trail to the room and everything. Crazy.
That was too
Dad
like, yeah,
obviously had
planned.
heard or knew something because that's why he wanted you not to be alone.
I wish my dad just passed, you know what I mean, like recently. So I really wish I could have asked him why he say that day. Just because I just want to know, you know. So I still to this day, if my mom ever came across any of these podcasts, she would be devastated. I'll tell you that right now, like to this day right now. So I never told her, won't ever tell her. She's never gonna watch none of these. I doubt she'll watch any of these, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I got some stats and it says
No, we're saying you have one here.
in the US, someone is sexually assaulted every 68 to 74 seconds. That's estimated 443,635 people over the age of 12 has experienced sexual violence each year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say the percentage. I would say the seconds. I would say that's lower. I think that's actually lower.
So what
every
would you
68
say?
seconds.
It's not every minute. No, that's like every minute. Oh, every minute.
That's a minute and 8 seconds. Well, I think it's actually lower than that. I honestly.
Well, because you got to think about it. It's not just a black and white area. It's very gray. There's child sexual assault. There's spousal sexual assault. There's partner sexual assault. There's incest. There's
there's a lot of control too. Like I've been in a relationship where too, like I knew if I didn't have sex, it was going to be a fucked up day. Like it was going to be a fight, a fist fight. It was going to be some BS. Like, so that I didn't know at the time, but was that as an adult? Yes.
Okay.
So like I didn't know at the time that's rape. Like that is.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people think, oh, well, I'm with him or we're married, so it's not rape, but it can be, and it's very real, and it happens all the time. There are lots of wives or girlfriends that do not want to have sex, but do to keep the peace.
And that is that's still abuse.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Holly says, and that's what a lot of boys probably think, so nobody tells, and she keeps doing it.
And silence is what keeps sexual assault flourishing.
She on my Facebook page also. Yeah. I mean, I don't give I don't talk to her or nothing like that, but it's more of a that happened type of thing. I'm never gonna do nothing about it. So fuck it. You know what I mean? You should keep your enemies close, I guess.
Well, and sexual assault affects people differently. Some people are severely traumatized by it. Some people don't remember it. Some people, it's not a big deal. Everybody kind of perceives it differently.
I would say it's a process. Like people know that like this is a big deal, but I don't want to deal with it right now, or I'm going to deal with it in small increments until I get to that point where I'm ready to then really deal with, you know what I mean? Like it takes people different times, and like that. Again, it's like a myth too. Like I keep bringing up the myths, but like,
well, there's no really right way either. I mean, everybody does it differently.
Yeah, like when somebody like, God forbid, passes away, it's like everybody handles that
differently. Same with sexual assault.
So like, if you get sexually assaulted, and it could be a teacher rubbing your butt, you know what I mean?
Or your boss at work.
Yeah, it could be a power dynamic, the boss at work, like
a family member.
Quid pro quo, like, yeah, family member being trying to be protective of other family members. It could be any sorts of different things, but I feel like that's why the 68 seconds, I feel like it's lower than that, because there's a lot of components of sexual assault.
And a lot of
people just think it's
unreported.
RAPE, and it's not. It's sexual assault is sexual assault, unwanted touching, jokes, unwanted anything that has to do with sex. Like,
I got a question. Okay, so it's probably yes, it is, Prez. It is sexual assault, but I'm gonna ask the question anyway. So you're with a person, and like you said, if you didn't have sex, you know it's gonna be a rough day. You know what I mean? So he not making you, but you're doing it. You know what I mean? But because you want to keep the peace. Was that sexual assault too?
It is.
Okay. But what do you mean keep the peace? Keep the peace is in what? Are you gonna smack her around? Like you're gonna pick a fight later that day? Like are you just gonna be like, okay, babe, you don't feel good, like you don't want to do it, it's fine? Like what do you mean keep the peace?
Or is she doing it to keep the peace? Like don't want an argument, don't want to argue.
So you don't know if she's doing it?
No, I said the example of keeping the peace.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he just said like if she's doing it, like point. Are you like you don't know if she's doing it to keep the peace or if she's doing it to enjoy it?
Yeah, like let's say I'm the guy, and Minda's the girl, and Minda is having sex with me because she want to keep the peace. She know when I don't have my sex, I'm just angry and mean. I might not even hit her. You know what I mean?
That's a form of control. That's a form of control.
Even if like you want to like let's say she want to have sex and now she just got an attitude. So that's a form of control too.
Yeah, because if I would have had sex with you, then you wouldn't.
I wouldn't have had an attitude. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's a form of control.
But a lot of people in relationships think they're in healthy relationships until they hear somebody else give an example and they're like, oh, that happened last Tuesday. And then they start to think, oh, maybe something's not right here.
Yeah. No, it should be a mutual consent. It should be a mutual agreement. Like, yes, I want it, you want it, and it goes vice versa. Like, a lot of women joke about, like, I don't care if he wanted it or not, I'm gonna take it. Like that. Like, and if you're gonna have an attitude the next day, or you're gonna be pissed off at him because he didn't have sex with you, then like that's a form of control. It goes both ways. There's no like he's a man.
If you tell her no and she have an attitude with you, that's sexual assault.
What kind of attitude you talking about though? Like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna go to bed. Or are you talking about like, I'm going to literally make your life a living hell tomorrow? Like, don't talk to me like
I'm intentionally being vague to make the joke.
Okay. It's a little bit of a difference, like, because I don't want somebody to be like, oh, well, everything is sexual assault. No, there's a little bit of a difference.
She don't want to make my sandwiches tomorrow because I didn't give her nothing. That's I like my sandwiches.
That's a little different.
Then that means you need to do it yourself.
She made
but if my man didn't make my sandwiches the next day because we didn't have sex, we weren't intimate, like I'm not gonna be mad. I'm like, okay, fine, I'm gonna make my own sandwich and it's gonna be fine. Like
that's abuse.
It's not.
All I'm saying is in a healthy relationship, you should be able to say, hey, babe, not tonight. I got a headache. Or, hey, babe, no, I don't feel good. And the other person.
You don't need an excuse. I don't want to.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. No, I'm good. And it should be like, okay. And then that's it. Like, it shouldn't be a further negative, derogatory conversation, day later type thing. So that's where the line is very blurry.
Okay.
And that kind of rolls into the whole thing of like, when we are being intimate at any given point, if I say no, you say no.
Correct.
Damn, if we're bucket naked and we are in the middle of it, if I say stop, no, I don't want to,
then consent.
Anything after that is against my consent.
That's a turn off anyway. Like we doing it, you say just stop. Like damn, like I'm gonna cut you out, bitch.
Well, you better stop before you get to a charge.
Stop. Back away.
If you don't stop, you're gonna end up with the SA charge.
If we gotta stop, go make my sandwich now. That's what
I'm gonna smack you.
Jessica said she should be able to explain that you and both understand. She should be able to explain that you and both should understand. Okay.
Yes.
All right, good, man.
But that's again like too, like knowing your partner and stuff. Like, you know, like if you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. Okay, fine. You know, like whatever. But I think a lot of people get that confused because they're like, oh, well, they said yes initially, but then they said stop. And I didn't know if they were serious. Like if we playing and I'm like, if I say stop, don't stop, you know, like that's something different. Right. Like that's a sexual preference, but like
shit.
I clearly say stop.
But if I'm like stop and I'm pushing you away from me and
you're
also
still kissing me and touching me, then
consent is not always verbal.
I thought we were playing still.
You should be able to read the room.
I was gonna say consent is not always verbal either.
If you read a room, you should be having sex.
Yeah.
Shit.
You may need to sober up a little bit.
You should understand what's going on. Yeah.
Pretty much. And you should make sure that the person that you're doing it with understands what the hell is going on too.
Yeah.
Because these people saying like, oh, well, we were drinking and like she didn't know.
Drinking and alcohol.
No. We about to have sex. You cool? I'm cool. Here we go. Like I need you to understand what's going on. If you are sloppy passing out, like that's not consent.
Okay. What if we both sloppy passing out?
Well,
then how you doing it? That's the question I got. How you doing it?
That's true. That's true.
It takes a lot.
You don't gotta both be sober to. I mean, I'm two drunk people have sex.
I mean, yes, but it's like, yeah, you both are saying you want to do it, but like,
Right.
if you're in your right mind and someone's like flopping around on the bed,
like you know what's right and wrong.
Like
You
they
should be able
don't
to
know
read the
what they're
room.
doing.
Yeah,
What if I got consent before she was flopping on the bed?
I don't give a damn.
what do you ask?
It's not
Hold
consent
on.
anymore.
Oh, you got
Hold
consent.
on. So now, hold on. You know your lady likes to drink a fifth tonight. A whole fifth by herself. Look at that. Okay, so you know.
Okay.
there's
So
gonna
she
be a
used to this
sloppy
shit.
night. There's gonna be a sloppy lady night. Okay, so
Okay.
if I say, hey, I know you get sloppy, but when you get sloppy, you gotta still get some. She say, yeah. What that is?
Okay, and then she gets sloppy, and then does she say no?
Nope.
Does she enjoy it, or is she just laying there like a corpse?
Well, then I would say she's still into it. Because you agreed upon it before you went into the situation.
If I'm with my man and my man know, like, and I say yes,
Yeah.
I'm thinking more or less of like hookup situation. We just met type
Yeah.
situation. We just started dating. So I'm in different, like,
This-
we've been messing with each other for a while, and you
it's
know,
my
like
boo
the
thing.
time.
It's my
Yeah,
boo thing.
then I mean,
Then, yeah,
it's a little
it-
different.
like
But you can also clarify. It's not wrong to be like, you sure now?
Yeah, like double check.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm not talking about when she's drunk. I'm talking about when she's sober.
Holly says, some guys think no means try harder and chase them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I punch you in the face, that means stop, right? But like, it shouldn't take that much. It really should not be that. If I say no, stop, I want you to stop. That's a hard, like, red fucking stop sign. Stop.
Got another stat. More than 1 in 5 women and 1 in 31 men have experienced, completed, or attempted. Have experienced, completed, or attempted rape in their lifetime.
Wait, so they committed the rape?
I don't know. Hold on. It said more
Okay,
than
because
one-
that's a confusing. Yeah.
Men have experienced, 1 in 31 men and 1 in 5 women have experienced, completed, or attempted rape in their life.
Yeah, attempted rape. That's what it is. Attempted
Oh,
rape.
so they've
Yes.
completed rape or attempted rape in their
Okay.
lifetime. You said one in-
So 1 in 5 women and 1 in 31 men have experienced, completed, or
Women and men.
attempted rape in their lifetime. So
I don't like that. I don't like that question or that statistic, because you're saying have experience, and so you're the survivor or the victim and you're the perpetrator all in one statistic.
So yeah,
so that
survivors.
means that happens to them or someone tried to do it.
okay,
But
I
you
like.
said
Okay.
but read it again. The experience.
Okay, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. So let Minda read it.
More than 1 in 5 women and 1 in 31 men have experienced, completed, or attempted rape in their lifetime.
See, experience, completed, or attempted rape. So
Attempted
if you
rape, tried to
experience rape,
experience rape,
then like I'm the victim, right? Or am I thinking of it wrong?
It ain't
I
no
take it
comma.
as a victim.
It ain't a comma in there.
No, it's not.
Are they
There's
saying
no
like,
comma.
So are they saying like
No.
survivors
No.
that grow up to be?
Okay, so they experience completed rape or experience.
Okay, so
sexual-
survivors.
Okay, I
who
got it
then
now.
become
Oh,
raped.
okay.
No.
Alright.
They've experienced completed, like, so they've experienced the completion of a rape, or they
They
experienced.
can just put
the
rape in
attempt.
there twice. That's it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It was worded weird.
Oh, yeah, it was, because I was like, wait a minute, I don't like that statistic. That's
Yeah.
I'm gonna
everybody.
say, damn. I'm like, ladies are aggressive.
That's why I was like, wait, we're raped
More than
before
5.
the dudes?
I didn't. That's why it made no sense either. Though I know the numbers. Like, even though I don't know, man. I didn't like just with my experience has been. It's shit. Even as an adult, man. I've been sexually assaulted. Like I'll be like the ladies will be a creep about like so. Let's say at 30, This happened before. My brother just walked up, grabbed my butt before. You know what I mean? Shit. And if I was a girl, you'd be going to jail or something. You know what I mean? Or that'd be a real case. But as an adult man, it ain't shit, I guess. You know what I mean? So
even like that woman that you work with, and you said all you females would always like that.
Mhm.
That's still a sexual assault because
Damn.
you want an advantage.
damn, definitely would.
I couldn't hear. I'm sorry.
No, I figured it out. I got it. Okay. Here's another stat. Nearly half of women and over 1 in 4 to 6 men have experienced some form of contact sexual violence in their lifetime. So half of women, god damn. So 1 in 2 women have experienced a form of sexual violence in their lifetime.
Yeah.
Jeez. And well, what I was getting at with the guy stat is that I think it's kind of close. Just guys don't report. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say. So here's the
Their
thing.
numbers are lower.
I'm gonna mix in my little marginalized population training that I do too.
Okay.
When it comes to brown and black people, so BIPOC people, and when it comes to men, it is very much underreported. It ties into also, again, like I said earlier, men can't be sexually assaulted. Like, how can you be sexually assaulted against another, like a female?
Mm-hmm.
And then you put on there like another man, like, oh, you couldn't defend yourself, like.
Mm-hmm.
Then that means that you must be, you know, gay or, you know, whatever. And it's like, no, like, not taking in the same considerations that you would take in if it was a female saying that. If me and you told our stories, 13,
I was way younger. I was like 2, 3.
Yeah. So 13 and 13, like a lot more of the population is going to be like, oh, that's so sad for me.
Right.
And then be like, well, you must have wanted it.
Or, oh, come on, dude. You just got, you know,
you let some dude just like, or you let some girl, like, whatever. And it's like, it's that bullshit, the rape myths that are floating out there. Yes.
They also, what I've gotten before when I told the stories to a lady, she was like, well, you must have wanted it. Your dick got hard. I'm like, well, that's an involuntary thing also. Just like with a lady, because if she is getting raped and she orgasms, I mean, she liked it. You know what I mean?
It's her body's physical response to the trauma.
And they have proven that. Because that was another myth that was like, oh, well,
if you come, that means you're not raped.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
and if he does, then that means it was consensual. That's not consent.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we're going back to consent. Like, I don't give a damn what happened. I didn't give consent for this to happen. But I mean, it was just the 1950s or 50s where they classified spousal rape. That wasn't that long ago.
Spousal rape.
I can actually charge my spouse for raping me.
I hear you. Before they get there, I gotta get a divorce. Just me personally, I'm just saying. Like if I'm asking for it, you ain't giving it. We gotta do something about it. I ain't gonna take it now. I don't want to rape my spouse. That's the thing.
Right. That's why a lot of people were like, you can't do that. Like, you guys are married. Like, but that all goes back to like way before where it was like women were property.
I'm being facetious here. I'm about to say so. Marriage is a contract. Ain't I'm yours and you're mine? Isn't that mine now?
You don't own me.
It's like
I am my own. Yeah. I'm in control of my own autonomy. I'm in control of me. If I say I don't want to get in the car and go somewhere, I don't fucking want to get in the car and go somewhere. So if I don't want you touching me, I don't want you touching me.
Okay. Well, I know the answer to that question. I'm just I'm being the most.
No, I know. I'm not talking directly to you.
Yeah,
She gonna be like, I don't want Coco no more. She was like coming at me. No, I'm not coming at you.
More stats. I gave y'all questions. This is how the show goes. It's just random. You know what I mean? So I gave you questions. So when I do ask you, you're ready. But going over some more stats. Only about 310 out of 1,000 sexual assaults are reported to the police. Many survivors delay reporting or never report due to fear, shame, or belief they won't be helped. What's the longest, y'all been in it for, and y'all have heard a lot of cases. What's the longest period someone went that you know of before they told? So like from 5, so they was at 5 and they told at 15. So
myself,
20 years.
I was gonna say
22.
You went 22 years for
No. I've actually have talked to people who went 22 years.
Oh, 22 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Like I said, I can't give names or anything, but I've heard some experiences. Like I said, me myself. I mean, I was 2 to 4 when it happened, and it didn't come out till I was 10.
mm-hmm.
But I've known people like they've gone their whole life because they never could say anything to anybody, and then finally they decided to reach out for help. Went to see a sexual assault counselor, and then it kind of just came out.
Or that one friend that they really could just
the friend,
and they tell that one friend, but that's the only person that knows. But it's definitely shame, not being believed. I mean, not to put political shit in here, but you look at what's going on in society right now.
Mm-hmm.
With all the files, not to name names, but there's so many, they release the survivors' names and all that stuff, but still these people who violated them are not being held accountable. So why would little old Nicole want to go to the police station and say ABC when on national TV, more powerful people. And there's media documents. So and then not only that, but then what's gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
You get more time in some states for attempted murder than you do for actual murder. But when it comes to SA, it's you get a slap on the wrist and going about your way. Fuck no, you've ruined me. Regardless of I'm not hiding under a rock ruined, but you have ruined me for life.
Mm-hmm.
You have, scarred me.
No, but I'm different now, and I'm never going to be the same. It doesn't mean I can't grow from it.
Right, and not only that, but for me, it's transferred into me being a mom. I'm a helicopter mom. I don't trust not a damn soul. Because I know if my own family member who lived under the same roof as me could do it, a stranger could do it.
Mm-hmm.
It affects you
all throughout life.
Your whole, I was about to say, because I have a 17-year-old, and trust me, if you were to talk to my child would tell you how I was always stranger danger, touch, this, because he'd go to camps and I wouldn't let him walk to the bus stop by himself. And it was because that was wired in me. Because, she said, if you can't even trust your own family, how are you supposed to trust the world?
And not for nothing, but I've even told my daughter now, if anybody is messing with you, whether it's stranger or, somebody touches you and you don't want to be touched, you yell fire. Because yelling rape gets you nowhere. People mind their own business, but if you yell fire, motherfucker turn around real quick.
Because they're all part of it, right?
Let me get my phone out real quick, whatever, that. Yeah, I digress.
I remember being told to do that, yell fire. You know what I mean? If you need help instead of help yourself. Okay, I got some taboo questions coming right now. This is off of my head. So, young man rapes. Let's say 13-year-old young man rapes 10-year-old girl. How you what is his age something that'll keep him from do you think his age should keep him from getting an adult sentence?
Okay,
so adult sentence.
So here's the thing. When it's 2 children, And that's where it would have to define, is 13 considered an adult or a child, right? So if two, I will say younger than, I don't even want to give an age, but I'll say younger than that, under 10. I'll say under 10.
Okay.
2 or 3-year-old.
No, I'll say 7. If 2 7-year-olds, 2 9-year-olds were doing something inappropriate, it's not necessarily like, it's
sexual
still
exploration.
sexual assault. Yeah, but it's like sexual exploitation. Like
They're exploring each other with each other.
But it is taken very serious. It's not like it was nothing. You know, they were just checking out each other's body. No, it is like, you need to have a therapist talk to this child. You need to have a therapist talk to this child. Like, we need to have counseling. Like, it is taken very, very serious. And like, even at a lot of the schools, it's taken serious if that comes out. If it's like young, and it's 2 kids out of the same household, I know that sometimes CPA will get involved, but again, it's more of that push to like, they both need to get help. Yeah, because they don't know what's really going on.
But okay, so in this scenario, I'm trying to get a 13-year-old neighbor assaults 10-year-old neighbor, so they're not seeing each other, not in the same house, and he continuously does it. Like if he sees her, he literally takes it from her. So
we're talking about rape. We're talking about truly rape.
It's a rape. You know what I mean? It's a rape.
Okay, they're not exploiting each other's bodies. They ain't trying to do any of that shit. They ain't. Well, mommy did this to daddy. I'm gonna do it to you.
Right? No,
this is rape. This is rape.
So
and
the consequences be adults.
It depends on what state you're in.
I'm asking you. I'm just asking you personally.
Do you think a 13-year-old should be sentenced as an adult for
rape?
Shit. I mean, I'm 10-year-old. But you don't get that damn much time for rape anyway as an adult. So
that's true.
If you get charged as an adult, you may do 5 fucking years, 7 years, and be gone and be out.
But,
and yeah, that's a good.
A 13-year-old boy might not do no time. So I'm saying if he don't get charged as an adult. So I'm saying.
Yeah, because he'll go to juvenile and then he'll turn around at 18 or 21 and he'll get out.
Even at 20, I know a case where that happened. That was the age, and he went to juvenile for like a year or 2, and he was out before he was 18. You know what I mean? Shoot. So
did he do it again? Did he perpetrate again?
I don't know.
They don't. I was gonna say, how would he know?
Yeah,
I just didn't know, like maybe see the name and like the news.
Yeah, well,
like that.
Well, I haven't seen it. I'm pretty sure he probably will. You know what I mean? Because he was a freak back then. He was a freak when he older too.
And that's the one thing. And I'm not gonna apologize for saying this. That is the one crime that I do not believe you can be rehabilitated for.
Child molesting.
I don't. Raping, sexual assault, like you having that control, like raping multiple people, like the Golden State Killer, like you know what I mean, like breaking in and like that power control. I'm gonna put plates on your back so I know if you move, like and like all that, like just control shit. Like I don't feel like there's rehabilitation because you could do all of the work, but you're still going to be attracted to that power. If I exile somebody, I make someone expire. Yeah. Okay. It could be a purpose behind that, and that's it. I wouldn't hurt a fly or anybody else after that. But this, it's just been proven time and time again. And I know maybe I'll just go to hell for that, and that's fine. But I don't feel like that one thing. No. I feel like it's always within you. That's what happens time and time again. Okay, I'm not the only one then. Thank you.
I agree with you.
It's just on a boat by myself. Like,
no.
Me.
No.
I agree with you. If you're like, just to have that in you is different. You know what I mean? It should, to hear somebody say no or stop and you just don't give a fuck and you know you got control of the situation, that's a different type of person. Right?
It's the way their brain is programmed, and so like you can't really unprogram someone. It's like with child molestation, you know, like or like being gay, you know, like you're attracted to the opposite sex or the same
So
sex.
yeah, you said something good, like you're gay, you're attracted to the opposite sex. No reform, no.
I'm not gonna just wake up tomorrow.
No, yeah,
like for example, like I'm a bisexual. I'm not just gonna wake up tomorrow and not like women. That's not how that works. So it's the same way with people that are like that. It's the way their brain is wired. They're not just gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, I don't want power control anymore. No, or oh, I don't like be attracted to men anymore.
No matter, like, you could put me in a reform school and be like, you only like men, like that's what it is, like, you know, like whatever. No, I'm still gonna get out and be like,
I'm bisexual.
That's right. Who I am.
Exactly.
This is who I am. So like for me personally, I just don't feel like it's something that could be reformed.
I got another question.
Okay.
Stephanie, you said you don't got to answer. I got a problem with saying stuff that pop in my head. Okay, so
okay, that's fine. We got ADD. Say it.
I already know. Stephanie, I love it. So I just want to know if, like you said, it happened at 2 to 4 to you.
Oh yes. So for me, I was a child. 2.5.
Okay, my question is, how did that come back to you? Like, when did you remember that?
Oh no, so see, it was the first memory that I remember. And they say a lot of the times when you're younger and you're a child and something traumatic happens to you, it can stay with you. So it's my first memory. I don't remember anything prior to it, but I remember it.
That's great. I asked that because, like, my first memory was at 3. You know what I mean? Yep. And like, just to think back that far, like you know that's your first memory also. So that's wow, that's great. Okay.
Yeah, I was 2.5. Yeah, I was 2.5 when it started, and I think it ended around 4. And again, like I said, there was other family members involved and stuff, and without telling their business. Well, no, my cousins, they deserve their privacy. But no, all I was gonna say is that that was my first memory, and it was more than once, and it happened over and over again. And my abuser would use 2 of us sometimes at the same time. So then you're dealing with family dynamic of incest. Wow. You're dealing with just a lot of messed up things. And again, he used the candy mechanism. You know, we're gonna play Candyland, and whoever wins goes to go to the bedroom and get the candy. Wow. And I always seem to win, or we always seem to win. You know, he was always a loser. And I was a loser, but no, and it's so funny. So, like I said, I got really lucky because it stopped. My grandmother, rest in peace, she walked in on him doing it to a sibling cousin, and she turned him in. And like Holy was saying earlier, he got maybe a couple of months, and at that point, you said what?
Was this an aunt?
It definitely wasn't an adult.
I was reading. No, it was a grandfather. So you got grandpa taking care of multiple grandkids, grandma's in and out of the house, you know, that whole power dynamic control thing. You got multiple victims at your disposal. And and so
and you gotta think about generations.
Yeah,
and like, a lot of generations, like, they know what could be going on, they just turn their head, or they have no idea what's going on.
My grandma, she knew it wasn't right. She didn't understand what it was. And she was confused, but she knew it wasn't right. So she called the cops and turned his ass in. And best believe, only served a couple of times. But at least with my story, the Candyland thing. So when I got older, you know, I hated that game. And I'd walk by it in the store, and I'd fuck that game, you know. And I got with a therapist, and I'm talking, you know, and telling them about how I hate this game. And they're like, duh, it's because it's related to your trauma. And here's how you get through it. I want you to go buy the game, go home and sit down and play it with your son. I said, are you out your fucking mind? She's like, no, this is going to help you. So she's like, you're creating a new memory around the game. So the game doesn't keep the trauma memory. So best believe, went to Walmart, bought the damn game, sat down and played it with my son. And at the end, he got candy, but in the right way. And I was able to change that dynamic to not let that game have that power over me.
Because Candyland was a fire game, and I'm upset.
I like playing it. Me and Tom play that shit all the time.
But it's not, like, for me, it was Candyland. For other people, it's other things that
smell
that affects their trauma.
Food, anything. And that's like why I was saying, like, it doesn't, everybody heals differently. And everybody has a trigger too. And I think that when you're able to find, you know what I mean, like that person, whether it's a friend, a sister, whatever, that you can actually just like open up to and like vent to.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
well, and what I was going to say is some people don't have family members, some people don't have friends. So that's why there's these centers. That's why there's these not-for-profits that are out there to give you the support that you do not have in your everyday life.
And even if you do have that support, like reach out, contact, you know, like a local center. You can contact ICASA and ask, like, what's the center that's in my area? Like, we'll provide that information, but definitely like reach out, because it's not just the survivor that's going through it too. If you are opening up to someone else, it's like, okay, you may not be ready to come out and share your story, but now you've put that, you know, you've told me, and like, I need to tell somebody it's safe, and like, how can I help you without telling you like, this is your only option, go to the center.
Well, and that's the thing, so, there's many different ways to heal. Like I was gonna say you pay. I was gonna say me. I go to therapy, but that's not for anybody. I have my therapist. She runs a nonprofit organization called Pastures of Hope, and it's nearby in Waverly, and it's with horses. It's called equine therapy, and they heal with horses. And I went to sessions, and it's amazing what animals can do when it comes to
heal horses.
Mm-hmm.
Where the heal with Frenchies at? That's what I want to know. Where that at?
I'm sure there's probably an organization that has adult therapy.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know there's a lot of pit bull ones.
Oh,
but I don't know.
Heal with pit bull. Okay.
Okay, we can do pit bull.
No, I was gonna say my therapist.
We're gonna do a group trip. Trip. Everybody.
My therapist reforms pit bulls, and actually, when I go to her office, sometimes there's a pit bull chilling on the couch because he's an emotional support dog.
And I will say, like, a lot of people are not ready to come out and talk about their story, and that's fine. You do it at your own time. You don't ever be forced to do it. But definitely have someone that you can that you really, really trust, that you can say it to. And if not, say it out loud. If not, write it down and burn it. You know, but release that energy.
Okay.
I know I used to write it down and then burn the paper that I wrote it on.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I've done that. I've done it on a plate and then just taking the plate and
smash it.
Yes. Yep. It's just like the energy is just like releasing, but it's like I thought I was over my sexual assault.
Light it on a blunt and smoke. That's what.
I mean, everybody
has different. Everybody has different.
I'm starting that trend tomorrow. We lighting on blunt and smoking.
But like I was gonna say, I thought I was over my sexual assault. My brother. And I never told anybody. My mom actually called me when I lived in DC, and she asked me, she was like, this was happening, you know, do you know anything about it? Well, I found out it was happening to another close relative. And I was like, I freaked out because I was like, this is all my fault. Had I said something, it wouldn't have happened to them. But I didn't say anything because I thought it was only happening to me. And him being the only boy in the family, he was always the golden child, you know. So it was like nobody was gonna believe me. Now my grandma, before she passed, she would always ask me randomly, like, is that going on at the house? Like she could sense it. Like she could definitely sense it. And I was just like, no, I don't know what she's talking about. But that's how it came out. And then that's how my mom found out. But then it went to, well, you know, he's sorry. That's it. He's still the golden child. Yeah, you know, he's sorry. And I was the black sheep because I was like, that's high class bullshit, and I'm calling it out, and I don't give a damn what anybody has to say. Like, this happened to me, not you.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to tell me how I'm supposed to heal and I'm supposed to get over it, no.
I'm gonna say a lot of people don't understand what it is. Also, I'm gonna say, like, I never understood what molest means. And like, so probably like 5 years ago, like I never got like it's a word talking around actually what's happening. I feel now, you know what I mean? you're raping. That's what molesting is. You know what I mean? So I never got it. So when I see in the movie, when I see on TV, there's a man that got arrested for molesting a 3-year-old. Like in my head, like as a grown man that has sex with women, I can't see.
You can't even picture it or imagine it.
I can't even imagine what's going on. Like, so what are you doing? I don't know what are you doing. And then when somebody just explained to me, like, should they having sex with the kid? You know what I mean? Like that just blew my mind. Like I never could wrap my head around. Like that's unfathomable to me. To a 2-year-old is this tall. You know
Oh yeah.
So how are you doing it? Or doing that or anything with a thing that small? I don't get it. You know what I mean?
It's a control thing. What are you gonna say at that small? What are you gonna say? How are you going to verbalize, mommy, daddy, auntie, grandma, whatever? Like this is what's happening to me.
And that's why I really can't understand it, because it says sexual assault is about power and control, not lust or passion. And I've never had sex without being lustful or in passion. So I don't get that. You know what I mean? Like to control somebody, and with sex is still unfathomable. Unless I just got the D. It's magic. And that's what controls them. I don't get the control part and stuff. So a lot of people, like your brother, probably didn't understand actually what it is. You know what I mean? Something like that. So another stat though, false reports are rare, they say. Most reports are credible. Estimated false reports are between 2 to 10%.
Oh, false reports are rare? I thought you said reporting is rare. I missed the false
reports
are
rare.
Yes.
I don't think so. I don't think
yes.
so. Huh? You think yes?
Yes, they are rare. When you look at false reports, like I looked at college data, right? Okay. How many reports of rape or sexual assault is happening within colleges, campuses? And it's a lot higher than what you would think, because they don't get publicized. They don't get put in national news. Even if it's put in local news, it doesn't get put in national news. And usually a university wants to keep it under wraps.
Okay.
So if someone, but that's what they want to say is like when it's a young person, like, oh, you wanted him and you can't have him. So now you're going to say he raped you. You were drunk. You were at a party. Do you even know who had sex with you? Like, it's not, to me, that's not a false report. Like, this is what happened to me. But people look at it as, oh, well, nothing happened, so it's a false report.
Mm-hmm. Now, it says, I don't know if this is a fact or not, but it says certain marginalized groups face higher rates or additional barriers to service. So, LGBTQ plus people of color, those in poverty, disabled individuals, they face higher rates of barriers for service. Is that true?
That is absolutely factual.
Okay.
That's actually something as I said, that is actually something that I teach in serving marginalized populations. It's first off, it's underreported. I will say there's a lot of different myths and stereotypes. Asian women, they're sexually like active and they want to be portrayed as being sexual beings. Native Americans, like that's been put out there that like Native Americans want to have sex a lot because, coming from Alaska, I guess, like that's how you get money. You sell your body. So of course they want it. Black people, it's like, they're like, oh, well, she looks like, a woman because she's grown and you know what I mean? So it's all these like underreporting. Also, if I live in Springfield, if I go to, or if I look up a center, because I also do the anti-racial, racial justice plans. for the centers.
Mm-hmm.
So if I look at a center and I'm looking them up and I see no one that looks like me, no stock photos that look like me, no, nothing. Why would I want to go to your center?
That matters.
It really does. When you look it up, and if I don't feel safe as a non-binary person to go to the center and be treated as a non-binary person, why the hell would I want to show up?
Okay.
If I'm going to be judged anyway, if I come there and I'm in a mini skirt and a crop top and I'm going to be judged.
Okay.
Because I'm in a mini top or a mini skirt and a crop top. Like, I want to know that there's people that look like me. I want to know that there's someone there that can understand what I've gone through. Coming from, that's why they say, like, when you do prevention, for Black communities, you need to reach out to the churches. That's generally where a lot of people are going to go first and say, we got to talk to pastor. We got to do this. We got to do that. Like, that's where it's going. So, like, getting that's the avenue to get to those services. Some communities are not open to just go knock on the door of a center.
It's like finding a barber, if he only cut white your hair. Okay, all right.
Me, like, I need you to cut my hair while it's curly. You don't need to straighten it. If you can't do that, you can't do my hair.
But I was just thinking, like, if this is where you can get help at, why not just get help there? But I get what you're saying. You ain't got so some places you don't see any like if it was trans people there, if you was a trans person, and they don't got any trans people there or any people that
like minorities.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wouldn't say like when I walk in, like I'm looking for there to be a diverse staff. But if your community is very much diverse, I mean, there are a lot of rural areas, but if your community is diverse, I need to know what you're doing to attract these marginalized populations to come and apply to the center to work there. Because we do need to represent and look like our community.
Mm-hmm. Stephanie, what are some key duties and responsibilities of a sexual assault counselor?
Well, obviously listening is a big one, but you want to have the empathetic listening. You want to make sure that you're understanding, not judging, victim centered or survivor centered, kind of thing. And really it's just gaining the trust, it's building that bond, it's building that rapport. And so it's like you're in a relationship, with your clients, and you're just trying to get them to open up so they can tell you the worst thing that they've never been able to tell anybody in their life. And some are willing to be like, I'll tell you my whole story. It's called trauma dumping. While others are like, nah, I'm good. Let's talk about the weather. And I'm like, but you're here for this. Yeah, I know. Okay, fine, whatever. Because again, you can't push people. People are going to talk when they're ready. People are going to tell their story when they're ready. People are going to be silent when they're ready.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm a physical fitness counselor then. I must be. Coco, from your experience, what are some of the most important things people should know about sexual assault?
That it comes in many different forms.
Okay.
That it can happen.
What is a real obscure form?
A what?
A real, hold on. Obscure. Did I say that right? I said that right.
Yeah. Obstacle?
Obscure.
Okay. Weird.
Damn, I forgot the question.
What's one that most people wouldn't consider sexual assault?
There you go.
So, sexual assault can be a lot of different things. So, it is unwanted touching, unwanted, I would say harassment and sexual harassment sometimes can overlap, but any unwanted touching, any unwanted comments, if like you had mentioned earlier, if I brush beside you and touch your butt, like that is a sexual assault. You have violated my body, my autonomy, and especially if I've already asked you to stop and you do it, like that's habitual.
Can I smack her back on the butt, but hard? Like,
Well, it's like
Okay, but we talking about different. Like, you ain't gonna walk up to somebody at Walmart and just smack their butt.
no, she walked up and smacked my butt, and I smacked
Oh,
her
I
butt.
could do that. I smacked her butt. I was like, you just gonna walk up. No. Yeah.
I'm just talking shit. Don't answer that question.
But what she's trying to give is examples, and there is a spectrum. You know, there's the light sexual assault versus the heavy sexual
And
assault.
I hate saying that. I
But
hate
regardless, it's still sexual assault, whether it's small or it's large.
Well, because a lot of people think that you have to have
Sex with the
full
person.
intercourse for it to be a sexual assault, and
that
that is not true.
No.
It's not true whatsoever. If you are sitting on me and touching between my legs, and I tell you to stop, this is not what I want, and you can take that is sexual assault.
The term light sexual assault
That's what
is
I
a real thing.
said. But you're
That's a real
gonna say you
thing?
shouldn't
That's a real thing?
sexual assault.
What's the other one? Heavy sexual assault?
That's what she said. That's why I hate it.
Okay,
Because a lot of people think that, like, oh, that's nothing. Like, okay.
But what I was trying to get at was not that there was light or there was heavy sexual assault, but that there was a spectrum of it, and just because it's
That's how a lot of people
not as bad doesn't mean it's not bad. It's still bad.
Yeah.
So it's like different from when you go just from touching when you're not wanting to, and you're going into actual full-blown intercourse and everything when you don't want to.
Just a little light.
And that's why the law now includes, excuse me, sexual assault versus just RIPE. Can we say it on here?
RIPE.
Go ahead. No, we saying it today because this is what it's about.
Okay, well, rape. Like, that's why now the statute says like sexual assault, not just rape. Because a lot of people were like not coming forward, like, oh, well, he didn't finish, I didn't finish, so it's not rape. Like, it has to be full sexual, like, thing. Like, no. Even being a sex worker, if I say no and you continue, that is a sexual assault.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
What advice would you give someone who experienced sexual assault or knows someone who has? What would be the first step?
First thing?
First thing?
I was gonna say, I mean, like right after? I was gonna say no. Like if you find out somebody, like what would you say to them? Basically, what advice would you give them? And advice that I would give them would be like, with the whole like you're surviving silence. Silence is the key to flourishing sexual assault. So by staying silent, we enable it. And so by getting the word out, by talking to somebody, by getting support, you don't have to be at an event and tell your whole story, but just being able to get it out, whether it be with somebody, you're killing the silence. And that is what is helping stop the sexual violence. Because when you're silent, they get away with it. They do it again. Trust me, nobody does it once.
Have you heard about that? Have you heard about that singer David? About the girl that was found in the trunk of the Tesla? No?
No.
So I don't know. I never heard this guy, but he's supposed to be some popular singer, I think. His name's David, and
wait. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes. It was a 14-year-old girl, and he made a couple. I like the songs, and it's sad because I like the songs, but I didn't know it was real.
Fill me in.
Yeah.
The song, girl.
Yeah, somebody got to do a video on that guy about his songs was actually about this 14-year-old girl, and he's known her since she was 10, and they've been doing stuff ever since. And she was finally about to come out about what he's been doing, and they found her chopped up in the back of a Tesla. And
and so I think he's going through trial right now, or they're trying to figure out if
he just got arrested. He just got arrested. So,
okay. But there was talk about it prior to him getting arrested.
No, I haven't heard that yet.
See, I don't even know how to find that. It's just been all over the internet. He
Hold
was
on,
making
Coco be
videos
back.
about it. Let's see. Dang, I meant to find that before we got up. We started. I forgot though. I'll be high. Oh, where'd she go?
Just go back to real quick.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. All right, so since you don't know the story, Stephanie, singer-songwriter David, see, he spelled it something stupid. It's David, D4VD is David, okay? The singer-songwriter David is charged with the April 2025 murder and dismembering of a 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Prosecutors allege David stabbed the girl to silence her after an alleged sexual abuse relationship with her body found in his car. David pleaded not guilty. The prosecutor alleged David stabbed Rivas multiple times in Hollywood's Hills homes after she threatened to reveal their relationship, which began when she was 11 and he was 18. That's crazy. The victim is Celeste Rivas Hernandez, a 13-year-old from California. She went missing in 2024 and was last seen April 23rd, 2025. Last seen April 23rd, 2025. Fuck. Her body was
Well, no,
found.
I had never heard of that story.
Her body was found in the car owned by David. They got told in September, like he just left it at an airport. Left her in the airport, chopped up in the airport. That's crazy. Like, he was charged with first-degree murder, sexual abuse of a minor, and mutilation of a body. And yeah, that's the story.
But how old is he?
He is.
He's 24.
He's 24 now.
24, yeah.
Yeah.
No, 21.
So all across the line, he was a pedophile.
Yeah, he started dating her when he was 18 and she was 11. That's crazy. Like a 14-year-old and an 18-year-old might be like if you were the same high school. You know what I mean? Shit. Like
Right.
y'all, you might be. Those are similar kids, sort of. You know what I mean? Like
if Tally came home at 14 and was like, I got an 18-year-old boyfriend, I'd be like, no, you don't. No, you don't.
What about 17-year-old?
No.
No, okay.
You better find somebody 15 or 16. Well, I mean, 18, you like at the point of like being an adult and like yeah. So like you're gonna be out of school soon. Like, what you want with somebody who's still in like?
I didn't let my daughter like date or anything till they was 16. I said, you want a boyfriend? Yeah, what? I was saying 18, but as a dad, I said, you know what? I don't want them to get out into the world at 18 and figuring out relationships. Then at least they have one in high school. You know what I mean? So I lowered it to 16. You know what I mean? Because my daughter had a little crush, and they was crushing on each other. They still together, actually. So I guess that was a good idea. But yeah. So
yeah, 14 and like
yeah.
like 16
just
and
to
18.
Just to stay away from that little 14 to 18. That's crazy.
That's a big. That's a lot. You are very normal. Yeah, like
I will let it slide. Like, so let's say he's 18 and she's 14, but she turned 15 in 3 months. You know what I mean, or something like that. You know what I mean? She's like, but they in the same high school. They still go to high school together. So they actually, you know what I mean? Look, they all in high school. How can that be?
I don't know about that because I feel like it's not just the high school thing. It's me. I was a totally different person at 18 than I was at 14.
Yeah,
I understand a lot more shit at 18 than I did at 14.
You know how some kids like my birthday is in March, so I turned 18 like
Now you trying to play that kid. You had to start school late, BS.
Look, no, I'm saying. So if my birthday was in August, the beginning of the school year, I'm 18. You know what I mean? Just like everybody else gonna turn 18 this year. I'm just 18 first. I'm 18, and it's a new freshman just came in. She turned 15 in January, but we go to homecoming in September.
You can go to homecoming and you better bring your behind back home, and that's not your boyfriend. That'd be your friend.
Now, though.
That'd be your friend. That'd be a platonic friend. That'd be a friend. No. Literally, kid, like in young age, adolescence, whatever. You're gonna get your heart broke. Okay, I know. Shit gonna happen. But I need you to be closer to them. No. That's just me.
If I was a teacher, if I was the gym teacher, I wouldn't be looking at him funny. I'm just saying. But like, if I went to the school and I saw little Tavon and little Brittany 14, he 18, but she gonna be 15.
Name specific.
They ain't gonna use it.
I'm like, yeah, y'all ain't gonna make it to 20. You ain't gonna be with her when you're 21 now. You know what I mean? That's crazy too.
You about to graduate and then you're gonna go into your sophomore year, and it's like.
I need to see that movie. Right there. That's a great movie.
Well, there you go. President Productions.
There you go. I got a whole bunch of questions. Hold on. Hold on. We ain't got a lot of time, so I'm trying to get the best ones out. So we kind of said this, but just to clarify, we wasn't talking exactly about this. So how does the concept of consent play out in real situations? Like, what makes consent? What makes the consent clear versus unclear?
So I think that goes back to what I was saying with the body language.
My example is drunk first date. Okay, she was like, I'm setting up the scenario for you. Okay, we've been talking on the phone for 2 weeks. We've been FaceTiming, sexting. She done got a couple dick pics. I got a couple tit pics. Okay. And she know where I was born at. I know that she afraid of the dark. All that other good stuff. So we go out on the first date. We've been talking on the phone, all that stuff for like 3 weeks. Okay. Go out on the first date and having a great time. You know what I mean? Shoot. I don't really drink. She likes to. She drinking margaritas all night. Okay, she likes the margaritas. They taste so good. You know what I mean? Loving margaritas. She get drunk like you get the DUI if she hop behind the wheel. But she trying to get some.
Okay.
Is that all good? She over the driving limit. Is that sexual assault on my side? If we end up doing it, she's still conscious.
She's consenting though.
Okay.
But if I can read the room, if she's like, yeah, and she's like all slurred words, and
I would say that
to say the alphabet backwards, or she,
I can't say the alphabet backwards. So weird. What do you mean? I'm like you gotta know why. I don't know. Shit. No, I would say if you're like, okay, things are great, and this is the whole thing with consent. Things are great. Not to be graphic, but we start the intercourse process. I'll say it that way.
Say that again.
We start the intercourse process.
The intercourse, that's not graphic at all.
I'm trying not to be graphic, so we'll just say
dick and pussy.
Once you put your dick inside me, and then I'm like dead to the world. Like you're like, hey, hello, and I'm just gone. I drop consent. Let it go.
Hey.
Let it go. Let it go. Because at that point, I mean, if you think about it like this,
it's warm too.
At that point, warm, juicy, and all. I don't give a damn. You pull it out and you be like, all right, you owe me in the morning. And then when she wakes up, you can be like, yo, you know you owe me because like last night you just passed out. And then she's like, oh, okay, cool, I got you. Then there it is. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's a first date too. You don't know each other like that. And you know after a year if I'm drunk as shit and I'm like, but you know I wanted and you're like, you're falling into the fucking curtains, bitch. I don't know. Like, yeah, but like you've known me long enough to know like
she like to do it in the curtains.
But yeah, like I'm consenting, it's still consent, you know, but like either way, if I were to completely pass out after 15 minutes and I completely like just am gone and you're, you know, hey, like, and I'm not conscious, why would you want to finish? Like, just be like, all right.
Hold on, okay, so what if, I got another one. Okay, so same scenario, and I'm about to put it in, and you're gone, right? Okay, I roll over, lay next to you, just jag off. Is that sexual assault?
No.
but
she's awake and she's doing it.
No, if he jacks off and you're knocked out,
oh,
you're taking care of yourself. But like, if you were to like do it over my face or something like no, right? That's like.
Would it be sexual assault if I'm being silly, okay? But it would be sexual assault if like you wasn't passed out, you said no, and then I just jagged off on the side.
I don't know. I don't know if that would be sexual assault or if that would just be like a disgusting act.
Because you can't just jag off in front of anybody. You just feel like it.
No, but you can take your ass to the bathroom. You better lay on the floor or some shit.
She said, you said no, I'm gonna do it right here. Fuck it. And you said, I said no, I'm jagging off.
I wouldn't consider it if it was me,
but
some
women may be like, hey, I said no, and then like, you know, but I think it all too, I don't know. Some women are, some women may take it as that. Now, would it go far in like the criminal realm? I'm not sure.
That just depends. It depends on that one. Huh?
Yeah, that's a dependent situation.
Oh, I don't have that sticker on my cup. That's what I have to agree. But yeah, you wanted to say something about. She wanted to say something about Denim Day, which is today.
Oh yeah, so Denim Day is an international awareness campaign held every April during Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and it is today. It started after a controversial Italian court case in the 1990s where a rape conviction was overturned because the judge argued the victim's tight jeans implied consent. In protest, people began wearing denim to stand against victim blaming and to support survivors of sexual violence. Denim Day began as a response to victim blaming, and today it stands as a powerful reminder that clothing is never consent.
Yeah, and I will say that ties into like the whole myth thing and
what she was wearing with short
media and everything. Yeah, like, oh well, she showed up to this event with the cocktail dress, like,
so she wanted
it. Well, she has triple D's and her titties are just hanging out. That doesn't mean that she wanted to have sex. Again, if I'm standing fucking naked, I won't use me. If somebody's standing bucket naked,
it doesn't mean they want to have sex.
That doesn't mean that they want to have sex. Even if I say
have dementia and wandering around naked,
I want to have sex with you, and then I change my mind and say I don't. I have withdrawn my consent. You need to stop.
Back off.
It's crazy because so the judge said your tight jeans was consent.
Can I ask you a question?
What year was that?
This was 1990s where the rape conviction was overturned because the judge argued the victim's tight jeans implied consent.
So it was overturned by that judge.
Oh, okay.
Or it was overturned because the judge said it.
Yeah, the judge said it.
Was he a white male?
I have no idea. That is a good question. I do not know. I actually got these statistics.
He was on the
Growing
Epstein
Strong.
He was in the Epstein file, probably.
Oh, okay.
Fucking
Yeah, I got the statistics from Growing Strong, which is a sexual assault center in Decatur.
And I just want to mention, never mind.
But so, anyways, basically today was Denim Day, and a lot of people wore denim to support this.
Okay, tight jeans.
I wanted to mention real quick that to drop the rain information.
Oh yes, rain.
Because I
Make it rain
like $10. You said make it rain. I said $10.
Sorry.
10 minutes. Anyway, go ahead. The denim.
No, I'm done with the denim. Go on with the rain. Make it
No,
rain.
I think Prez was saying.
No. What about it?
No. If you got something to promote, go ahead and promote it.
Okay.
You got anything you want to promote?
I just wanted to say that yes, there are rape crisis centers here in Illinois. But if you are not wanting to contact someone directly, if you're not ready to talk about it with someone personally, you can reach out to RAIN, which is the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network. Does it show there? They are available 24/7. Their phone number is 800-656-4673. So I just wanted to make sure I gave them a plug. So please reach out if you need help. If you just want to vent and then hang up, that's fine. You don't have to give any personal information. They don't need to know where you live, what your name is. They don't need to know any of that, but please definitely reach out.
All right. That's all you got? Did you promote what you want to promote also, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Okay, that was it? Okay. All right. Well, shoot, we about done. Thanks, Stephanie and Nicole, for hitting us with all this knowledge y'all got. What I got coming up? You got anything coming up? Hold on. So I say that beforehand.
I go first.
You go. You got anything you want to promote?
Head up, Prez, so you can join us for the online fitness Monday through Saturday at 7 a.m.
Hey.
I go first.
Come get your body right. We online or in the gym. I got a Mother's Day. Hold on. Damn. Hold on. One second. Hold on. Hold on. One second, y'all. Well, I got the Mother's Day Blunts and Brunch. It's from 10 to... Dang, I can't remember. Fuck it. There's Blunts and Brunch. I done messed it up. Never mind. Okay, all right. So, promote the Mother's Day Blunts and Brunch is on May 10th from 10 to 12. We'll be serving orange juice, sausage, eggs, pancakes. It's an extra fee if you want your pancakes enhanced. Hit me up if you want to come. And as always, you can come get your body right to Presidential Fitness and Female Employment, where you always get a free game. And if you need a character, go ahead and hit up Pop-Up Party Pals. We got over 50 characters for your birthday parties, your family get-togethers, your corporate events. Hit us up. We are on Facebook. And it is Monday. Well, it's Wednesday. Okay, it's Wednesday. So next time you'll see me is tomorrow at Thursday at 10 a.m. for another episode of Morning Ninjas Reacts. And then we're coming back here on Monday at 8:30 for another episode of The Real Ninjas Podcast. That's at 8:30. And then if you go 7 days in a row, it brings you right back around to the day. So, next Wednesday, join us at 8 o'clock. Don't leave 8 o'clock for another episode of Girl Talk. And thank you, Stephanie and Coco, for joining us today. go ahead and I don't know, hit the Cash App if you want to. And y'all have a great night. Holla back.
Got the ladies in the house, come and see just what they into. Every Wednesday at 8, and don't you be late. We gon' keep it simple here at Girl Talk. These beautiful queens talking anything and hosted by Prez. Girl Talk. So when the ladies sit with you, it's time to listen to what they have to say. Girl Talk. These beautiful queens talking anything